Hello and welcome to your strong yoga. We are going to start with a nice set, which we will build upon. And this is a really great way for you to build up your yoga and your strength, because the more familiar you become with it, the easier it starts to feel. So we can add and add and add on top of that. So let's just get really comfortable and we'll take a few breaths here. So when you are in a more centered, comfortable position, just lower your gaze or close your eyes. We'll take a nice big inhale through the nose. Feel your body rise, and with your exhale, out through your mouth, feel everything relax. We are allowed to relax in a state of strength. Big inhale. Long exhale. And with this next inhale, reach your hands up to the sky. And as you exhale, fall on over to your right side. You can have your hand to support you. You can lean on something nice, or you can go straight for the forearm. Find what works for you. And I just want you to take a moment to explore around you, not just your space, but I want you to explore how you feel. We'll get some mind-body connection going on here, because we often ignore our body unless it's really significant. So find those areas that need a little bit of extra attention today, and give those areas that attention they so need. And when you're ready, we'll inhale. Reach this hand up overhead. And with your exhale, draw your elbow back behind you, and then start to reach out and create a big circle, that big reach all the way. Big inhale here. And exhale and draw that elbow back again. And down, big reach all the way around. We'll go one more time here, big inhale. Exhale, reach that elbow down and all the way around. Big inhale overhead. Exhale, bring that elbow down, and then this time we'll leave it there. We're going to inhale it back up overhead. Exhale to reach the elbow down. Big inhale up overhead. Exhale, elbow down. Big inhale up overhead. And caress the back of your head here to open up a little bit. If you can look to the ceiling, open up there, or keep your gaze forward if that's more comfortable for you. Take a big inhale here, and with your exhale, we'll bring your elbow to your knee. Big inhale. Exhale, folding forward and just as close as you can, bringing that elbow to your knee. Nice gentle movement, don't pull your head. Big inhale and exhale. You don't even need to be touching your head here. We don't want to pull or give yourself any tension that doesn't need to be there. Big inhale up overhead. And as you exhale, we'll fall on down to the other side. So you can bring your support over, be on your hand, or come fully down onto your forearm. Finding where works for you. Find any areas of tension. Just take that moment, take that breath, where your body needs a little bit of attention. And have a wee think about, are you moving with your breath, or is your breath moving you? What we want to do is not breathe with our movements, but move with our breath. So bring that arm up and only move when your breath actually arrives. So when your exhale arrives, let's bring that elbow back and down, and then pushing and reaching all the way around your body. Big reach, inhale. And when your exhale arrives, bring that elbow back and down, big reach. Big Natural inhale here, and again when your exhale arrives, bringing that elbow down and round. And if you're going slower than me, if your breath's a little bit slower, that's okay. It's not about reps here, it's about you moving with your breath. Big inhale, and this time, exhale, sorry, and as we inhale, we'll just reach back overhead again. Exhale, driving that elbow back. Inhale to reach overhead. Last time here, exhaling to drive your elbow back and move in time with your breath. You don't need to be doing exactly what I'm doing at that time. And then bring that hand back to gently caress your head. We're not pulling at our heads. We should be nice and loose here. Big inhale to open up. Your gaze might go towards the ceiling or it might be forward. Go where it's comfortable. And as you exhale, you'll bring your elbow to your knee or as close as you can go without forcing any tension. With your inhale, open up here. And with your exhale, we can close a little bit. And go one more time with your breath, not mine. Opening with your inhale, closing with your exhale. And then reaching that hand overhead with an inhale. And we'll exhale and just come back up again. And I want you to find yourself on all fours just in your own time. So start to bump the hips from side to side here. Again, just having a wee listen to your body. Do your hips feel tight at all? Is anything needing a wee stretch before we move on to our next thing here? Let yourself ease off anywhere that you need to here. And when you're ready, tuck your back toes, inhale, knees high, hips high into your down dog here. And we'll take a moment to find a nice place. You might want to push your hips from one side to the other. And then we'll roll out and walk the hands into that plank position here. If you want to soften your knees down here, that's absolutely fine. You might want to come back into your plank. You might want to play around a little bit with both. And take some time rocking side to side, forward and back, finding that strength. Bring your knees gently down here. I want you to rock left, roll right, rolling your tummy open. You can be on your knees. Coming through center with your exhale. Rock left. Opening up. Good, big open. And coming back through center. This time round, you might want to stay on your knees or you might want to come into a full plank here. And again, we're going to rock left, open right. Gently rolling that tummy open. Exhale through center. Leaning right, opening left. Big inhale. Exhale through center. So wherever you are, on the knees, on the hands, we'll go one more time. Lean left, big open to the right. Exhaling through center. Leaning right, opening to your left. And even if you started up here on your feet in the plank, you can always go down onto your knees if that's where you need to go at this moment in time. Coming back to your plank, releasing the knees to the ground if they're not there already, sinking the hips and taking a stretch here. If this high position isn't nice for you, feel free to come down a little bit lower and come for a little open up, explore down here. Shoulders coming down, big open up, and then shimmy your hips from side to side here. Coming back onto the heels for a child's pose. Quick stretch, quick breather, and then we'll roll on up and come up to our bottom. So find yourself here, however's comfortable for you. We'll put things out the way if we don't want them, or you can utilise them as well, remember. So this is your yoga, your practice. Holding onto your knees, push your spine into the ground to roll down. And we're going to do a little bit of core work here. So pop your hands down to support you. Bring your knees in with an inhale. And as you exhale, let them fall to one side, but not to the ground. Just hover a little bit. And then inhale to bring them back towards you. Exhale to hover to the other side. Inhale to bring them back. So just keep going with your own breath here. Move as you breathe, so let your breath lead the way. Every exhale takes you to hover down to one side but not touch the ground, and every inhale brings you back. As I exhale, I hover to one side. As I inhale, I bring my knees back. Wherever you are, we'll go for one more on each side. An exhale to lower, and an inhale to rise. An exhale to lower, and an inhale to rise. And when you come back, just give yourself a hug here, and then we'll allow our toes to come up towards the ceiling. Big stretch, and then stretch the heels up. Feel that in the calves or anywhere that you feel it in your body. You may feel it in different places. To me, pointing the toes, pointing the heels. One more time here, pointing the toes, pointing the heels, and then I want you to pop your hands out so they're supporting you in a V or an A shape. So they're just coming down by your hips but not right next to them. As you inhale, draw your heels back until you feel your core engage. If that's too much, just simply bend the knees and tap the toes here. Otherwise, staying up here, as the heels come back, you'll feel the core engage, but don't go so low as the lower back picks up. Once you're low enough that your core's engaged, but your lower back isn't taking the force, with your exhale, bring your feet up and over, and your range might be quite small, and that's okay. Go as far as works for you. Inhale, bring the heels back. And again, if you're experiencing lower pain here, bend the knees and bring those toes down to the floor. All right, otherwise just point the heels. As you exhale, you're just going as far as works for you. So don't look at what I am doing and think I should do that. Go to where is working for your body just now. Inhale back and exhale up and over. Anywhere that works for you. And don't shoot yourself. If your range is a little bit smaller than you were expecting, that's okay. Guess what you're doing? You're doing the work that's going to help. How cool is that? Big inhale, big exhale. So there's a lot going on here. Every time we inhale and allow the heels or the toes to go towards the ground, away from us, our core is working hard. Every time we bring our legs closer to our face, our compressors are starting to work, and then we're rolling our spine to whatever extent our spine allows at this moment in time, and it will get better. Inhale away, moving with your breath, not mine. When you exhale, you're rolling to anywhere that works for you, and then we'll just bring those knees in for a hug. Let everything move around a little bit, roll the spine. And with your exhale, let your knees, both knees, not one, fall down to one side. You might want to look in the opposite direction, or if that's too much for you, just take your gaze up towards the ceiling or up towards the sky if you're lucky enough to be outside. If you want to take some of the pressure off of this twist, just take the knees a little bit closer to your feet, so further away from your head. And with your next inhale, bring them close to your chest and in, and we'll let them fall over with your next exhale to the other side. And take a few breaths here. Again, with this inhale, just bringing your knees in for a hug. And if it's the end of the day, if you want to relax a little bit, feel free to stay down here for your breaths. Find a nice comfortable position. Or if you feel like you need to wake up a little bit, come on up with me and we'll sit in a nice seated position. So again, finding that nice comfortable position for you. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. A long exhale out through your mouth. Big inhale. Long exhale. This time we'll allow our arms to reach up, our hands towards the ceiling with this inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down, plug into heart center or hands on tummy, or let them just fall a little bit here. We'll take one more breath. Gently open your eyes. I hope you enjoyed that. So we're finding ease and strength. I hope it felt a little bit easier than you were expecting. And we can now build upon that. If it was a little bit tougher than you're expecting, just keep being consistent and you will get there. And please don't chase that awful feeling of it should have felt tougher than that. When we utilise our breath, when we utilise this somatic work, we find ease and strength really comfortably, really easily, and it's such a good thing. So put a big smile on your face if you found that really, really easy. If you found it challenging, put a big smile on your face. You're doing all the right things towards finding it easy. And I will see you for the next set with some additions to that. See you next week.